bonus footage. These little Rudy Poo things can be a pain. Now these are tubeless, it's already flat. So we're going to try to break the bead on it. Whoa! There's one. There's two. The tire machine itself only goes down to about a 12-inch wheel. Now on some Coates machines they're really nice. You push the button and slide the little clamps in. On these cheaper Chinese machines, you have adapters, which are helpful. The biggest challenge changing small tires is holding the wheel. I'll give you a little trick I used to do. What I used to do is I had a piece of 3/4 inch threaded rod. I would clamp it, I would take the threaded rod, stick it in the bench vise so it was sticking up. Then I would take the wheel, stick it over the threaded rod, tighten the nut up, and then that would hold my wheel stationary while you changed it. Then I got smart and bought some of these little guys, and I think they clamp down to like a 5-inch, I think. I'm not positive. Which wheel did we just break down? This one? I don't know. Maybe it was this one. It went back on the bead either way. So they can be kind of a pisser to get on these clamps, because you got to kind of stop them halfway out. Push the wheel down and let it clamp it. Did that bead really come up on there all the way? I hate lawnmower tires. There we go. That's helpful. And then we have to change our duck bill. This is the plastic non-marring duck bill. However, this one looks more like the duck. Alright, you see it? See what I did there? It's the duck. Stick that on. Don't use this one much. This time of year it gets used more. The farmers always bringing in their tube tires. Get that lined up. You son of a monkey. That thing just went back on there again. I'm going to have to lube it up. Amazing how I can get back up on there so well. So we'll stick a little lube in it. There. Oh, stop it. We'll bring down the duck. And on this, you got to actually turn the duck so it hits the wheel just right. It's easier than doing it in the bench. Stick it down like so. Getting them off's not too hard by hand if you're just using bars, to be honest with you. It's always the going back on part where you're chasing the bead around in a circle. Because this is bonus footage, I will show you the trick that Grandma taught me for doing that. Now, why are we changing these? These tires are actually starting to get dry rotted, and they go flat on the fella all the time. Where's my side cutters? We will remove the valve stem. Now, these valve stems, if you're going to get your tire changed, this is your standard car valve stem. This is the TR413. These are the short stems. And then you have the 418s, which are the longer stems. You don't see these much anymore. Cars that have hubcaps used to use them. And then the lawnmower ATV tires, they use the TR412, so that's even shorter. I keep these around just for this purpose right here in my pocket, 412s. And there's lots of other size valve stems. You got your 600 HPs, your 602 HPs, what is it, the 4 somethings, the little short fat ones. There's all kinds of valve stems. We're using the 412s in this one. Pop that little guy through. Make sure the bead is clean. There's nothing. Oh, flick that right in my freaking eye. Tire lubrication. There's that. And you can buy these tires wicked cheap. Just over the price of an inner tube. So that's why I don't even bother putting tubes in these, because, I mean, these are even Carlisle tires, so they're, you know, actually a good name brand tire. Lots of lube. You gotta bring the duckbill down and turn it around. Because the wheel profile is so small. Put that back in there. We'll spin that lower bead on. And then the upper bead, now I'll show you the little trick. This is, it's probably gonna fail me, but this is one grandma showed me. And the trick is the vice grips. Now if you're trying to put this on with bars, what happens is you end up dancing around this thing all day long. So what I do, if the wheel is not in perfect condition, if it is one that somebody just painted and it's very nice, be cautious doing this. So you stick the vice grips on, and assuming you have this, you know, the threaded rod going through here, it's holding down in the bench vise, you can stick that little guy on, bring it around a little bit, get it started, and then your vice grips will hold the beginning of your bead, and then you can use your favorite pry bar chisel screwdriver to continue putting it on without chasing it around in a circle. Look at that, just like Grandma taught us. That is the key, the vice grips. Don't shy away from us, Mrs. O. You came out here hiding behind the camera that people can hear you breathing.
They can?
Of course.
You can?
I could. What's up? I told them that I thought the tire videos are stupid, and you're like, oh no, you should make a video changing tires. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Now I'm doing 2 of them. This is the bonus footage video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And?
It's dumb. It's tire changing.
So...
But we are going to use the big tire blaster, and that's really dramatic.
Okay.
Okay? What's up? Do you need something?
I was just
can I have a hit off that?
You don't even like it.
I do. I'm thirsty as a...
I'll get you some plain old Plano.
I got cotton mouth. Give me that.
I'll use plain old Plano.
All right.
You want
I'm
this?
waiting. No, I don't.
Oh, I know. I just, did you notice the time?
5 o'clock. Right now.
Right.
What's that mean?
I just didn't know how long you were going to be, or...
Not long. I just got to finish doing this for a customer.
Okay.
All right? Chop,
Yep.
chop, chop.
You need some water.
I do. Please, I need water. Whoa, water. Get in there. So these can be a mother lover to blow up, especially the way they're stored. Now this one is touching both beads. It may blow up just fine. If not, we've got the bead bazooka. We can blast it. Oh, this one's gonna come up just lovely. Got the homemade bead blaster if not. Fill it up. Now these don't usually pop the beads like cars do. So that's it. It's on. It's done. And there's my water. You're such a good wife. There you have it, folks. There's your bonus footage. Not much of a bonus. But I know a lot of folks are often interested in how you change up little tires. The wheelbarrow tires are even worse. These aren't too bad on an 8-inch. You start getting down to 4 and 6-inch wheels, they're a pain in the neck. Those I typically will do in the bench vise, like I mentioned. Piece of threaded rod, clamp it in the bench vise, stick the wheel on it, tighten it up. That way it can at least hold the wheel for you. That's half the battle. I get grown men coming in here, sweaty, dirt, dripping, holding one of these tires, and it's usually half on the wheel. I show them the vice grip trick. They calm down, they thank me, they shake my hand, they leave. Other than that, that's it. Yes, I have the advantage of having a tire machine that will hold it for me, but like I say, that's the biggest battle. These blew up nicely. Sometimes they don't. and I've got a homemade air cannon made back in '05. They do sell them commercially. They're very expensive, and I always figure, well, don't buy it if you can build it. So I built my own. It works extremely well. So when the bead, you know, when the tire bead blaster on a tire machine doesn't work to, you know, blow it up, because the tire machine actually has air jets in the bottom of it that shoot up. However, on these small wheels, that doesn't work because you're not utilizing the clamps on the tire machine. I use the Bead bazooka, the old smoking gun I call it. If I ever get a tire in that needs that, I'll show you guys. It would be pointless using it on these. All it would do is stir up a bunch of dust and make a really loud noise, which may be entertainment in and of itself. Got to get going. It is 5 o'clock and Mrs. O needs me. Special project, Project X, and we got to get that done. Come back, check out the front brake video if that suits your fancy. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.